Good morning or good evening. Someone wrote me yesterday that she listened to yesterday's video in the evening, right when she went to bed. I thought that was very sweet. I woke up this morning with good on my mind, goodness on my mind, and how difficult it appears in this world for some people to act with goodness, to know there's goodness, to understand what goodness means. And I don't mean to be good in the way that I was brought up to be good. I was brought up in an atmosphere of good meant I did exactly what my parents wanted me to do, and I was a very good little girl, and I wouldn't disturb their way of thinking, which I think was very common in the 50s and early 60s. But just to believe in goodness. Goodness is the theme today. Just to realize that if you are a believer in Jesus, and I realize not everyone might be, and if you've listened to me long enough or know me, that's okay. I want you to believe in something that is positive, that works for you, and works effectively in your life. But I do believe in Jesus. And probably not in the totally traditional sense, but he is my friend and my brother and my teacher and my way shower. And I would not be who I am without knowing him. But he just asked goodness of us, didn't he? Just to be good. To be kind is to be good. It's to share goodness with others. It's such a simple word, and it carries so much weight. And the way I was feeling it this morning, I thought, wow, this was given to me immediately. Something must be going on today. So I decided to look up what today's reading was in my book, which I've offered you before. There we go. And I looked up the 26th of January. If you know me, you will believe this. It is about the law of good. You know, when you listen to the divine, to God, to Spirit, you are ultimately connected to the wholeness of this life and to the goodness of this life. Let me read you some of this. I'm going to turn this light. I don't know what it will do to me. But just so I can read this to you for a moment. Realizing that there is a law of good that governs all of my affairs, I lose every thought of doubt, fear, or uncertainty, and accept the good that I desire here and now. Realizing that this law of good not only knows how to create, but must contain within itself all the details of its own creation. So everything we need is already there. It's good is it's one of those very powerful, faithful words that has all the answers already in it, all the directions already in it, all the directives are already there. It's like, so, to me, so much of Spirit's way, God's way, is built in. Everything's already built in. I mean, we come here with built-in activity within us of goodness and love and kindness. We come in with built-in activity of faith. We come in already wired for love. Isn't that why everyone goos over a baby and wants to hold a newborn and stand at the windows and just stare at them, and go to the quickest household that just had a newborn and hold it, because there's so much goodness in that moment of the essence of this coming to earth to be here in body. So good. I let go of the need to say how my good shall come, and I accept the perfect answer today, feeling a deep sense of gratitude and joy because of this. I live enthusiastically and with calm and happy anticipation of more good yet to come. Now you see, that goes totally against the human ego. The ego, which means edging God out, wants to know how something's going to happen, what it's going to look like, and how it's going to get here, and what do I have to do to make it happen. And that's, if God has built in everything in the seed of us, all we need to do is take the action of knowing that goodness exists and believing in that. It's so interesting that as we become socialized in this world, and it's different for each generation, and I think that's built in also, that's another conversation, that we seem to lose our way so often as to what goodness might look like. So if you know goodness, then just be that. You can relax in it. Ernest Holmes called it the law of good. It must do through me. And this is what can be done through me, which Jesus mentions often and is mentioned in many writings, including the Bible, that all this goodness that we want to see in our lives, personally and collectively, has to come through us. Everything comes through us. This is the difference, the major difference that I see between what is traditional Christianity and what is New Thought Christianity, which I probably fall under the label of, is that we know that we have a responsibility. We're not waiting for something to come down from the heavens and make things right. We know, or make things good. We know that goodness already exists in the universe, and so we're going to believe in that, and as we believe in that, that is an action of faith, that then it can pour through. When we listen to our hearts and our urge to speak of something, we trust that. As I did this morning, I woke up, I sat, and I couldn't get goodness out of my head. I couldn't get goodness off my heart. I couldn't get how much goodness is missing in the world right now. And who's going to have the courage to speak up for that? Who's going to have the courage to speak up for good, to take good action? And then I was told, why don't I look on my daily word and see what's up for the 26th? And there it was, the law of good. That is how it works. So today, let us each see goodness in our life. We don't have to be concerned of how it will happen. We just have to have faith that it will. And we are each, at least the people in, as my friend Beth says, my snow globe, the people in my snow globe are wanting that goodness to be seen fully right now in our lives. And it will come through each of us as individuals. And then we are all attracted together, and the strength bonds there to know and to remember that goodness exists. Bless your day. Thank you for joining me here I send you love and lots of goodness.